Hi everyone, it's Katie. Today I'm going to be filming my empties. I haven't done this I think in a couple of months, and at one point I had committed to doing it monthly because this Disney bag here full of products gets full pretty fast. I go through a lot of stuff. So I had committed to doing it monthly so that it wouldn't get overflowing like it kind of is now, but anyway, buckle up for a lot of empties. They're in no order. Holy cow, I have more of these than I thought I did, and they are 3-wick candles from Bath & Body Works. I don't even know what else is in here, but we're gonna start with these. So these were some of my fall scents that I've been burning throughout. The first one here I have is Sparkling Woods. Oh, there's like dust everywhere. This one had Amber Wood, White Pear, Sparkling Bergamot, and White Patchouli. I actually told my boyfriend Travis that it smelled like him. I don't know why, but it literally just smelled like him when I smelled it in the store, so I bought it. It was good. The next one that I have, oh, this was from last year. This is Radiant Red Maple. I really liked this one. This one had Macintosh Apple, Smoky Woods, and a hint of toasted marshmallow. They didn't have this scent this year, I don't believe, but it was a really good one. So hopefully they'll bring it back eventually. Yes, what do you guys think about this lipstick? This is like the darkest, vampiest lipstick I think I've ever worn. It's by Bite Beauty. It's one of the amuse-bouche ones, and it's called Whiskey. So I look like a witch. Next one I have is Pumpkin Banana Muffin. This was an interesting one I thought because they come out with so many pumpkin ones. God, there's dust everywhere. This is caramelized banana, pumpkin puree, walnut, and cinnamon sugar. I liked this. I would repurchase it if they brought it back next year. Another pumpkin-y one was the Berry Pumpkin Strudel. This was sweet blueberry, baked apple, blackberry, pumpkin spice, and puff pastry. I liked this. I like blueberry things a lot, but I think I liked the banana one better because it was a little bit more unique. Then the star of the show, I've talked about this in favorites. I've rehauled this, I think. I know I've bought more. This is the Warm Apple Pie scent. Oh my gosh, this is like holy grail top 5 candles of my whole life, and I hope they bring it back next year. I have 2 backups, but it's Granny Smith apple, melted brown sugar, and flaky homemade crust. This is indescribable. It's indescribable. It smells like somebody's actually baking in your, like you have something in the oven. It's amazing. It kind of reminds me of, you know, in Clueless when Cher talks about baking cookies in the oven when a boy comes over to like impress them because you want the house to smell good. Like, no baking required, just burn this candle. Okay, now I'm just diving into my bag of tricks here. This first thing is the Sephora brand Triple Action Cleansing Water. This was a micellar cleansing water in the largest size that they sell, so it has a nice pump. I really liked this stuff. It lasted me quite a long time. The formula was great. It was watery, so very thin, and it would kind of remove your makeup. I would do this before I would actually wash my face. I would definitely repurchase this. It's pretty affordable as well. Another kind of makeup-y removing product. This is the Sephora brand Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover. This is something that I constantly repurchase. Right now I have a Philosophy one, but this is good stuff. It's like a blue liquid, and it kind of helps you see what's on the cotton pad or whatever, and it really removes like all your eye makeup. So I highly recommend this stuff. More makeup removing things. This was the Philosophy brand Purity Face Removing Cloths. A lot of people love the Purity face wash, myself included, so I wanted to try it in this form. These were good. I like the packaging because like this actually has like a snap closure which keeps them like wet in the package, but they weren't like anything to write home about, and I have found that I just prefer to use like Target brand ones because they work just as well if not better, and these are probably like $20 for this pack. I got mine in like a value kit, but you know what I'm saying? To buy like high-end makeup wipes seems silly to me personally, but we all have our different things, right? I spend my money on other areas. A couple of Bath & Body Works foaming hand soaps. This is my favorite formula, is the foaming one. I have one in Black Cherry Merlot and one in Kitchen Lemon. Would repurchase both. Next is a face wash. This is by The Body Shop. It is the Tea Tree, oh no, just kidding, this was a toner. Oh, how funny, there's like some powdery stuff down at the bottom, but The Body Shop Tea Tree Skin Clearing Mattifying Toner. I bought this in the set, so I got the face wash, the toner, the night lotion, and then the actual tea tree. It's supposed to be good for like problematic skin, oily skin. I don't necessarily have oily skin, it's kind of combo, but I like this a lot. It did keep things nice and matte, and it did feel like it was kind of deep cleaning, invigorating, but I've gone back to the Yes to Tomatoes toner. I just prefer that one, but this was good. This is a shower gel. It's by the brand Sea Booth, and this was the original scent, which I think is like an almondy kind of scent. I actually really liked this. It's really cheap, or you know, pretty cheap. I got this at Ulta. It smelled really, it's like a sweet almond scent. It lathered up well. would repurchase. Couple deodorants. This first one is the Lavanila Healthy Deodorant. I have repurchased this, like this was my second or third. I don't know why I continue to do that, because here's the thing. This is a miniature one. Ugh, why did I just open that? It's all crumbly. It dried out. Every time I've had this, it dries out before I can use it all. And now I have crumbled deodorant on my black pants. But it is a natural deodorant, so maybe that's why it doesn't sustain as well. And I like to keep this in my purse if I want to like touch up throughout the day. But I'm not gonna repurchase it anymore. It's like so dry. You can hear like the crumbles. It's good in theory. I like that it's natural, but what's the point? I can never get through it without it crumbling into a million pieces. This, however, is my baby angel. This is the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist Deodorant. I had got this, oh, it smells so good. During the summer at the Nordstrom anniversary sale, they had like a pack of them. I love this stuff. It smells amazing, very nice and powdery and feminine, but not like over the top. And I would find that when I would use this, basically like, not only would you like sweat less, not that I sweat that much, but you would just smell good. Whether or not you just got out of the shower and didn't freshly apply this, like it just kind of like made you smell good. I don't know. I just really, really highly recommend this. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. These are the Boscia Pink Peppermint Blotting Linens. I think they only come out with these around the holiday time. I've tried a couple other Boscia ones, like the charcoal ones. The pink peppermint is my preferred style. So if you can find these, I would recommend them and I would repurchase them, but I don't know if they have them. I think they may have been seasonal, limited edition. I don't know. A few skincare things to talk about. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Oil-Free Cleanser. This was a Birchbox size, so it's not full size. I love Kiehl's first of all, and this cleanser was awesome. It was the type where you would wash your face, whether it was with the Clarisonic or just your hands, and you would feel like squeaky clean. And arguably that's not a good thing because you don't want to strip your skin. I agree. It didn't feel like it was stripping. It just felt like, oh wow, like ultra facial cleanser. Like yeah, it really, really cleans. So I like this. I prefer, or I love their blue herbal gel cleanser. I just repurchased one of those, but I would definitely buy this. It's awesome. Another skincare is the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. This was from like a Target beauty box, so it's not full size. This is like a gel formula, and it's just this, what it says, it's a sleeping mask, so you could put it on as a moisturizer, leave it overnight. I would use this when I would travel because, as they say, your skin gets really dry in airplanes and stuff, and this would kind of replenish that. So I really like this. It's very lightweight yet effective. Next is a product that a lot of people talk about. This is the Sunday Riley Good Genes Treatment with Lactic Acid. It's supposed to brighten, exfoliate plump lines, even hyperpigmentation, and increase circulation. It has kind of a lemongrass natural scent. In fact, a lot of the Sunday Riley products smell very like natural, which some people don't like, but that just goes to show that there's not a bunch of additives in them. They're just straightforward. I really do like this stuff. You can combine this with like the Luna Nighttime Sleeping Oil, or you can do this on its own. You can alternate them. It's not cheap. This was one that came in like a little duo of the Luna and this. I have since repurchased this in the full size. I do like it. I do think it does what it says. It brightens, it plumps, and helps with hyperpigmentation. It's the type of product where you can definitely tell if you put it on at night, you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, like your skin just feels a little bit like brighter and fresher. The Luna though is awesome as well. So I do like this stuff a lot. Here's a few random like hair body. This is the LUSH Silky Underwear Dusting Powder. This is like an adult baby powder. You know, you put it on your skin and it smells nice and it's really soft. LUSH products just expire and it's just gone off a little bit. So it was time to get rid of it. I didn't use it all that often, but I like it. Actually, does this one count for one of the recycles? I don't think so. This was like a Birchbox size, but I really liked it, so I wanted to put it in here. It's the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. Smells amazing, worked well, gave you volume, soaks up oil. Would repurchase in the big size. And from here I have just a bunch of makeup, so let's just power through. First I have a couple of tools. This is my Real Techniques Ultra Perfecting Sponge or Complexion Sponge, something like that. It's kind of like a beauty blender. It's orange. This one is dingy and yucky, but I like this a lot. You can use this wet or dry. Recommended at least damp, you know. I love that it has the flat end as well as the other end over here, whereas a beauty blender is just like one kind of, both sides are pointed like that. It's really good for getting in there. You can blend out concealer, highlighter, like everything. I like this and I have repurchased this. This was a brush from BH Cosmetics that came in a set. I got at BeautyCon a few years ago. I actually really like this, but it's seen better days. You know what I'm saying? I could glue that in there. In fact, I think I already did. BH Cosmetics is not some like built to last brand. They're an affordable brand, but I love this style brush for just blending out like bronzer and blush. So I want to find like a replacement, maybe from Morphe, or I don't know, we'll see. An eyeshadow favorite of mine, this is Urban Decay Sin. This is a classic shadow. It's like a champagne-y, shimmery, gorgeous color. My best friend Hani bought me this individual shade, but they do have this in the Naked palette. So yeah, Sin by Urban Decay, it's gorgeous. A few foundations. First I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Mine was in the shade 101 Classic Ivory. This was very hyped about on YouTube. I do like it a lot. It says it's 24-hour wear. It's not like I'm testing that theory, but it definitely is long lasting. It is quite matte. Again, I kind of have combo skin, so I don't know, there's no SPF in it. So in terms of like having no flashback, it's a good thing. But if you want SPF, make sure you put that in your moisturizer. I have repurchased this though. Like, it's really good stuff. It really is. It's like pretty full coverage, and it's pretty matte and looks nice in photos and in person, I think. So yeah, I like this stuff a lot. It's affordable as well. Another drugstore foundation that I wanted to try was the L'Oreal Color Stay. I got mine in the normal to dry variation, and mine's in the shade 110 Ivory. I pretty much always pick the lightest shade, and it pretty much always matches me. This was cool. It has a pump, so I like the packaging on this guy. It was super fair in the bottle, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know I'm light, but am I that light? And then it did actually, I think it oxidized a little bit on the skin because it was never like too light, you know what I mean? So this was good. This was more of like a medium to full coverage, and it would kind of break up on me throughout the day in like my T-zone, but not bad. It was better if I used a primer, but I did like this. Next was a powder. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Loose Finishing Powder. Mine was in the shade Naked Light. I like the packaging. I love Urban Decay. It was a really pretty powder. My only thing is, like, I don't like loose powders. I just don't. I literally just don't. I prefer pressed powders all day long. I have a MAC one that's my holy grail pressed powder. So I liked this. There was nothing wrong with it. I just don't prefer loose powders at all. Hitting you with some mascaras. I have the Too Cool for School Dynoplatz Elevator Mascara. This is a Korean brand. Really cute packaging, really cool. It has the type of wand where you scroll up and the wand will kind of like crunch together or get bigger. It's kind of those little spiky things though, those little spiky bristles. I liked this. I would not repurchase it. It was also the kind that doesn't say it's waterproof, but then it kind of was. It was like the kind that would come off in tubes a little bit. It was cool. One that I do like is this guy. It's the Revlon Volume and Length Magnified Mascara. From this range, I've actually talked about the pink one, the one with the pink top, before in a favorites. That one's just volume, and this is volume and length. I still think I prefer that pink one. This one was good, but the pink one was better for me. And then this guy was not even a full size. It was from my Birchbox. This is not even empty. I'm just getting rid of it. It's the Smashbox X-rated. I think it's pretty new. This was my travel size one that I would take. It kind of has like a triangular little brush. It's not bad, but it is such a wet formula. You know how sometimes mascaras, after you're using them for a few weeks or whatever, they kind of dry out a little bit, and sometimes that can be helpful. For me, anyway, this is such a wet formula. It's so messy. Like, I would have to like wipe off the bristles to make sure like not so much product was on it and then put it on. And on top of that, it wasn't even that volumizing or lengthening. If it was, then I would suck it up and deal with the formula, but it just wasn't. It was like I didn't like running the risk of being like a complete mess every time I used it. So ultimately I was like, not for me. So there's that. And last things, and then we'll be done. I have a few lip products, so I'm just gonna hit you with them fast. This was a Bite Beauty double-ended little lip guy. This was from a few years ago. One side was Fig and one side was Date. They're both really pretty nude colors. Sephora does these every year. Right now I know they have ones where one side's metallic and one side's whatever color. I love Bite Beauty. This on my lips is a Bite Beauty lipstick. They smell good, they taste good, they're great. So I love this. You got two colors in one. I also love this stuff. This is by Benefit. This is the Lolly Balm. So they have all these little tinted lip balms. This one happened to be the pink one. Now they are extremely sheer, so that's not going to give you this like pink color. This just has, first of all, the cutest packaging ever. It smells really good. It's a really nice moisturizing formula. I liked this. I think the concept is if you put on one of the Benefit stains and then you can put this on top for a little bit of moisture to kind of enhance that color. So if I had on like a liquid lipstick that just was like, oh, this is too dry, I don't want this feeling anymore, you would just dab a little bit of this on, and it's like more moisturizing and glossy-ish than just a chapstick would be, but I don't know how to explain it exactly. You could also wear it on its own and it would be very, 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 very subtle. I would love to repurchase this. I would love to try this in other colors. This stuff was great. Next was a Buxom lip gloss. Just kidding. Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip gloss. The name of it came off the bottom, but I did like this. It was kind of a peachy, shimmery one. Their products smell like mint chocolate to me, so it was good. I liked it. Next was a NYX product. This is one of the soft matte lip creams. This was in the shade Transylvania. This is not empty, but I'm getting rid of this because it was just so darn patchy. I don't know if you can kind of see it right there. It's actually a similar color to what I have on. It's like super vampy, like gothic, like a really cool like October, you know, fall vampy day, but like the juice just wasn't worth the squeeze. That's like my favorite saying these days, you know, like it's pretty. And if you wore like a really dark lip liner underneath it, you could make it work. I think it would work better, but why? Like, look how patchy that is. Can you see? I don't know. So I like, some of these are really awesome. Like I love NYX lip products, but they're a little hit or miss even within the lines. Like this is a soft matte lip cream. Like certain colors are good, certain colors are not. For me, this one was not a good one. And last but not least, I have a lipstick by Laura Mercier. This is not empty either, but it's just a little bit on the old side. This is in the shade Truly Red, and I remember I wore this in college, which shows you how old it is. And I dressed up as Snow White one time, and this was like my most perfect Snow White red. Every person with their own coloring has a different red that will like work with them, you know what I mean? I am very, very fair, and I think I have cool tones in me. I don't really know. I'm like a neutral cool person, but this kind of is like a blue toned red, and it was just true and deep, and I really loved it. The formula was good. It's pretty creamy, so moving forward for any Laura Mercier lipstick that's like this, I would definitely recommend a lip liner because it's creamy and it might bleed. But regardless, that was that. It's seen its day. It's time to pass it along through the trash. Thank you guys for watching. I know that was a lot of products. I will try to not let it roll over for more than 1 month for future reference because it's just like too much. But I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.